Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And down he goes just beyond the 35. And that pretty move got him some extra space to run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now a 2nd down run for Murray. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Now maybe a free play here for Luck. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Good work that time to get him to jump, and now here's 1st and 10. Here's Luck. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Avery Williamson coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Getting into the act on the opening drive here with a sack. And remember, they had 5 last week.
And they saw that on film, and that meant that they had to get together. Offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, offensive line coach, receivers coach, and say, how do we beat this pressure? Because everyone has to win against the defense and get the ball out of the hands of the quarterback very quickly. One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. And he's got his man Hilton. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st down, it's Luck. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. To the air again, Luck. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he'll go down at the 28. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. They'll run here. It's Murray. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run through, they can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Steps away to his left. It's caught by Clive Walford. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. On 1st and 10, Darnold. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker will be gone? Makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Darnold, flushed out right, looking deep in the direction of Cooper. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on it.
Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Trumaine Johnson. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Detroit!
After the interception, here's Darnold. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Detroit! Back 99 Philly, here we go!
On the ground, this is Isaiah Crowell. And room there to work it inside the 25. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with 3rd and just a couple.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly.
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. And when the quarterback drops and has a guy that wide open in the end zone, his eyes have to get just as big as grapefruits.
Oh, without a doubt. This is the easiest throw you're going to get, and you're going to get the benefit of a touchdown on top of it. Make that throw.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Out of the gun, Luck. Over the middle, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Luck now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Again, Luck. Ebron caught left side. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Now a first down throw. Luck. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they do...
The Colts with a first red zone opportunity of the ball game. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Now a give. This is Murray. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
A handoff. It's Murray. Open space inside the 10. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Latavius Murray, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are in for 6.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This is taken at his 4. So out now come the Jets. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I'd file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Eluding the pressure right. And the pressure gets to him again. Al Woods in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sack's on back-to-back plays. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. That goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
And it'll be intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. There's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
After the interception, it's Love. Caught left side by Hilton. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A gain of 6 there on first.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he was
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Love. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Love. And ejects pressure too much as down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
Now, what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Call it a gain of 5, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Back to throw, Love. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Luck showing he can be dangerous when he tucks it and runs. He's able to pick up the 1st down.
How about that scramble by Andrew Luck? Sometimes we forget just how big, strong, and, yes, fast Andrew Luck is. When he came out of college at the Combine, shocked everyone, ran a sub-4 840.
And he grew up a big soccer guy over in Europe, so he knows how to use his feet.
That he does, and I think it has helped his legs along the way as well.
Luck on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A minute 59 to go in the 1st half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. A shotgun snap for Love. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
On 1st down, Murray. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They pitch it out to Murray. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The Colts on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. 10th carry of the game now, Murray. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And this one is right through. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. And now out come the Jets. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see. And got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And give them a gain of 37. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
No. Check. Patriot.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Darnold from the gun. Trying to lay one up deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And that one results in 35 yards. Now, he's got their only touchdown. This offense struggling. They target him again.
Everyone is looking for the hot hand, and sometimes you just don't have it. Maybe it's just lukewarm. But you go to that guy and try and turn it hot. Try and get things going.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness that defensive line is eating them.
And caught by Cooper. He's got a Jets touchdown. Amari Cooper, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets can take the lead now with the extra point. And he puts it through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Here's Luck now on 2nd down. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Third and long. It's Locke. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Whitney merciless. In there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up fourth and long. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It's taken to the 26. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Jets will take over first and 10. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Play fake, and it's Darnold. Buying time to his left. His throw caught right around the 6. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. Darnold down to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. Flushed out right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. T.J. Green with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Man, we see a lot of quarterbacks try and do this. They get out of the pocket, they get in trouble, and they try and force the ball into their star receiver to make a play, sometimes whether he's open or not. And I think this time, it was definitely an or not.
This is Murray. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 38 yards on the scamper there. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. On first down, Locke. Benjamin's got it. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. To throw is Locke. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. On third down, Murray. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10. 2nd and 10, Luck again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for a fourth-quarter lead. And his kick is good. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
And that one results in 35 yards. A first down throw, Darnold. His throw incomplete. Isaiah Crowell, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Back to the air, Darnold on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Again, Darnold. Flush to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. John Simon in there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. To throw on 2nd down is Luck. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Well, sometimes, Brent, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion.
Let's go, Mexico! 11 feet. Hey, you
On first down, it's Love. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Henry Anderson in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon. Looking the Colts, looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. From the 50, it's Love. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's a game. Of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jets are going to get the football back. So the failure to convert, no doubt, really hurts. But this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help them big way. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there at 22. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a first down run with Collins. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there. And now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They go again with Collins. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. And Darnold wants to throw the football. Escaping the pressure right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
The Jets on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
Darnold. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. And his kick is good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
11.
They'll look to throw. Complete to Hilton. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game.
12.
Back to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
11B.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Kevin Minter in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
And this offense needs a touchdown. A field goal won't get it done in this situation. But after giving up back-to-back sacks, things are looking a little bit bleak.
He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Now Luck says let's get going as he'll hustle him to the line. He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. Down to their final play. They've got to get in the end zone. That's part one. Part two, the two-point conversion.
Throw the two-point conversion right out of their mind. That's what they have to do. What you said is accurate. In the end zone, have to score a touchdown for that to even matter.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. One last throw here for Luck. Flush to his right. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over.